Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. So today, we need to talk about celebrations. And yeah, I know we've talked a lot about celebrations, but it's a new set, and the news keeps coming. And the interesting news today is that a lot of these products, which seems to be exclusive to the US, wasn't expecting to have them over here, etc., are actually coming over here, and by here I mean the UK and other places, and this is leading to, frankly, pretty awesome things. Plus, of course, there is a lot more stock than we were expecting of celebrations, and this continues being wonderful, wonderful news. So, with all of that borne in mind, what's gone and happened? Well, it all started a couple of days ago when a whole bunch of you got in touch with me and sent me a message saying, "Hey, Wossy, have you noticed that the tins have come to Sainsbury's?" Sainsbury's is a supermarket in the UK. And it's one that, due to my wife's job, I actually get 10% off at. So I am down with that, ladies and gentlemen. I am down with that. And I got sent a whole bunch of pictures from people going, "Hey, Wossy, have you seen this? This is awesome." And incidentally, thank you to all of you lovely people that took the time to get in touch and send me stuff. It really is kind of awesome, and I really, really do appreciate it, so thanks to all of you guys. Take Kearney 94, I think, was the first person to send it to me, gave us this image clearly showing the Lance's Charizard V tin. And this is awesome. For anyone that's wondering, these tins are exactly the same, in theory, as the Lance's Charizard and Dark Sylveon V boxes. There might be a slight difference in number of packs because there are two different sized tins. The important thing is that you don't get the jumbo. You get the promo, you get celebrations packs, you get regular packs, you don't get the jumbo. That is very important to note. And I was not expecting these tins. Now, I showed you these tins the other day. They actually came from Singapore, were the images I showed you initially. And then I showed you a couple of times that they are coming to the US, which is really rather cool. But I did not expect them in Europe, and I actually told you on more than one occasion, do not expect these to come to Europe. We didn't need them, we weren't expecting them, we hadn't had any word of them. It seemed like they weren't coming over. Well, it turns out they absolutely are. And the good news is, it's not just the UK that's actually getting these. The lovely Primal Lugia here of Poker Guardian has gone and told us that Top One Toys in the Netherlands is now actually listing these as well, which is kind of ridiculous. So now these things which we did not expect to be coming to Europe are actually coming at least to the Netherlands and have already come to the UK, and this is clearly wonderful, 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 wonderful news. Except it actually keeps going, because now, first of all, these have appeared on the Smiths website. Smiths being a retailer in the UK, I've talked about them a few times. We like them. They tend to be pretty reliable in terms of getting stock to us, and this is lovely. This is good. This makes us very happy. And they've gone and listed these tins, and them listing these tins is very good and makes us very happy, but that's not all they've gone and listed. Because you see, those V memory collections I told you about, well, actually just the one collection, which again was something that I was absolutely convinced was not coming out over here, by which I mean Europe, etc. It turns out is coming out in Europe, which is awesome. Now, I told you this when we talked about it before. I'm cool. I have no real interest in this product, and I do not really intend picking up this product. I'm fine. It's not for me. You see, essentially what we've got here is a mashing together of the Charizard and Sylveon boxes, except you only get one jumbo for some reason. You don't get both the jumbos. You just get the Charizard, you don't get the Sylveon. So it's cool, don't get me wrong, and I know for some people this is going to be amazing, and you do get the Sylveon pin. I've got that Charizard coin, but you do get the Sylveon pin, which I believe is new and exclusive. And to be fair, I do love me some Sylveon. So you never know, maybe I'll get it for the pin, maybe I'll pick up the pin separately at some point. I don't know. The point is, this product, which was assumed to be an exclusive to North America, that I had spoken to people that own stores, distributors, etc., and been told they can't order it, is actually coming out over here as well, which is awesome. Now, that's kind of what we know, but it is also worth pointing out that this is almost certainly not the end of the story. Because, of course, I am paying attention to the UK, as one might imagine, being a British man myself. But I'm not necessarily paying attention to every single product in every single country. Please don't think me rude. Not even I have time for that, and I am well obsessed with this whole Pokemon trading card game thing. But the message is actually really clear. Things are coming out. And actually, more than we were thinking. We've just had confirmation the products that were assumed to be exclusive to North America are now actually coming out in Europe, and there is a very good chance it is not ending here. And this is also a good time to point out a lot of the rumours you've been hearing about celebrations are wrong. A lot of what you've been told is wrong. I saw pre-release people selling Elite Trainer boxes, trying to charge above RRP, and the argument they were basically making is, we've heard from distributors that it is one limited run and there will be no reprints. Now it's funny, because I heard a similar rumour with a huge material difference. The rumour I heard was, there aren't going to be any reprints. So far so true. But they printed so much in the initial wave that they've actually got stock for several restocks. And of course, doing one big print that'll give several restocks is functionally identical to actual reprints. But of course, the people trying to charge you above the odds for Elite Trainer boxes, they were forgetting to include that bit when they were spreading around the rumours. So, maybe there are reprints coming, maybe there's just been one big print. The important thing is, the release of Celebrations has been nothing like the release of Shining Fates or Champion's Path. Because I'll be honest with you, I was there for them, and I'm sure a bunch of you were as well. Those were rough releases. I only got a Champion's Path Elite Trainer box because I live in a very rural area. Unfortunately, there are a few scalpers that have come out of the woodwork near where I live. So, for me, it's basically impossible to buy stock in supermarkets at the moment because there are a couple of, frankly, bad people that are going in and just clearing out supermarkets and B&M and shops like that the second they get stocked. I don't like those people. They're trying to ruin it. The good news is there's so much stock coming around for some products nowadays, it is becoming way harder for them to make money, and this is wonderful news. And one of those things is Celebrations. Like I said, for Champion's Path, I was actually very lucky, but only because I live in a very rural area, and that was before the scalpers came out where I live. For Shining Fate, somebody did me a solid and hooked me up with one, but that was not easy. But Celebrations, I mean, I had one of them pre-ordered from Smith's, but I sent out a tweet a couple of days ago just being like, oh yeah, it's just in stock at Smith's. Like, I just randomly checked on Smith's and I was like, oh, it's just in stock. Now I tweeted out about it, and I don't think I was the only one, and it then ran out of stock pretty quickly, as one might imagine, but that's not the point. The point is, they just casually had it in stock on the website with free delivery and a free first partner pack of your choosing, incidentally, just ready to go. Like less than a week after release. My local game store, the lovely Mad for Miniatures, and yes, I am going to give them a shout out at every opportunity because they are brilliant. They posted on the 7th of October, the day before release. They've had a large portion of their Celebrations delivered, and they've still got some stock which will be available in store on release. When I went in on the weekend to pick up a pre-release kit for Digimon and some Evolving Skies because they had some, and I'm a sucker for Pokemon cards, and they just had some Celebrations just sitting on the shelf. A couple of days later, they posted that they've had a second wave of celebrations in. And it's just there on the store shelves available to buy. Now, look, I do need to give a giant caveat here because I think it's very important. I am aware that not everywhere is going to be the same. I am aware that some of you are going to be watching this going, well, hang on a second, that is not the story where I live, and that is absolutely fine. What I can tell you is, although it is difficult to get stock in some places, I have given you my personal experience, and again, I live in an area where scalpers have come out of the woodwork in the past few months, and I have not struggled to get it. In the UK, there have been stores selling Elite Trainer boxes at RRP, and it's not been they put it up and scalpers immediately use bots to get it all. They've just been sitting in stock for a little while. And I have heard similar stories all over, in the US, all over Europe, all over, where people have just wandered into their local stores and picked up stock. And I know that might not be the case where you live, and if it is, I'm very sorry, because Celebrations is an awesome set. But between the fact that restocks have already started coming in, and the fact that a lot of stores have been able to actually have product on the shelf, which was not the case for Champions Powerful Shining Fates, and the fact that some of these products that were thought to be North American exclusive are actually finding their way over to Europe as well, Celebrations is not like those other special sets. And I don't think we are done with the restocking yet. And I cannot help but think this is just brilliant, brilliant news. Honestly, this is great, ladies and gentlemen. This is absolutely great. But I want to know what you think. What's the story been like where you are? Have you been able to get some Celebrations? Have you been lucky? Have you been unlucky? Have you been able to wander into stores and get some? Or have you had to try a little bit harder? Let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.